A scruffy street puppy digs through garbage every day. People ignore him. One rainy night, he finds a lost girl crying in the park. He stays by her side until help arrives. She adopts him and gives him a name, Hero. Now, he wears a tiny red cape and inspires the town. Even the ones forgotten can become heroes. If you like, please like, share, and subscribe to support our channel. Lost and Alone. A small white and gray cat with a pink collar wanders a busy street. It's cold, raining, and cars rush past. She hides under a bench, shivering. People walk by. No one notices, shows her collar tag. Misty? She wasn't born to live on the streets, but that's where she ended up. Searching for safety. Misty climbs into a box behind a shop, sneaks into a garden, then naps under a playground slide. She gets chased by crows, splashed by a car, and meows outside a cafe. But no one stops. Background music, soft piano melody, emotional tone. All she wanted was warmth and someone to notice her. The kind heart appears. A young woman sees Misty outside a laundromat. She kneels, offers her hand. Misty hesitates, then rubs against her. The woman wraps Misty in her coat, smiles, and whispers, "It's okay now. You're safe." The woman feeds her warm food, gently bathes her, wraps her in a blanket. They cuddle on a couch. A new home. Misty explores her new home. Toys, a soft bed, sunbeams. She hops onto the windowsill, purring. The woman sets down a name tag. Misty loved and found. Sometimes we don't rescue them. They rescue us. Adopt, love, save a life. 4 paw friends. If you like, please like, share, and subscribe to support our channel. A new life begins morning, sunshine filters through the window. Misty wakes up on a cozy blanket. She stretches, walks past a full food bowl, and gently taps her new human's cheek with her paw. The woman laughs. "Good morning, Misty. Love doesn't need words, it purrs, softly and safely." The bond grows. Misty sits beside her while she works on her laptop. They nap together on the couch. Misty paws at her when she's sad, comforting her. One day, Misty curls up in the woman's lap while she's crying. A photo frame shows a loved one who passed away. The woman whispers, "You came to me when I needed you most." She wasn't just rescued. She became the rescuer. Misty's magic touch. The woman begins volunteering at a local animal shelter. Misty joins her, purring beside nervous dogs, comforting shy kittens. One scared little puppy hides in a corner until Misty lies beside him, purring gently. He crawls forward, and the room melts in smiles. Misty knew what it felt like to be lost, and she helped others feel found. Full circle. The shelter hangs a photo, Misty, the comfort cat. A new family arrives, unsure about adopting. Misty approaches their little boy. He kneels down. Misty purrs. He smiles. They adopt a kitten that day. When you give love to one life, it spreads to many more. If you like, please like, share, and subscribe to support our channel. The sudden storm Misty's now well known at the shelter. Gentle, wise, calm. One afternoon, dark clouds roll in. A huge thunderstorm hits the town. Lightning cracks, rain pounds. At home, Misty's human trips and injures her ankle. She can't get up. When fear strikes, courage rises. The cry for help. The woman lies in pain, unable to reach her phone. Misty watches her, wide-eyed, then bolts out the cat door into the storm. She runs through flooded sidewalks and howling wind, her collar shining in the dark. She reaches the neighbor's house and meows loudly, pawing at their door until they notice. She once needed saving. Now she became the savior. Help arrives. The neighbors follow Misty back home. They find her owner and call for help. The woman is taken to safety. Misty curls on her chest, soaked but proud. The doctors say, "She's lucky. Your cat may have saved her life." Misty purrs. A hero with paws news spreads hero cat alerts, neighbor during storm. Misty appears in the paper wearing a tiny medal. At the shelter, she's now a symbol of strength. The wall now reads, 4 paw friends, where courage has a tail. Sometimes heroes don't wear capes. They wear fur and love with all their heart. Adopt, believe. Let your 4 paw friends inspire the world. 4 paw friends. If you like, please like, share, and subscribe to support our channel. A new arrival at the shelter, a tiny black kitten hides behind a crate, trembling. He's covered in dirt, scared of sounds, and won't let anyone touch him. Volunteers try, but he won't move. Misty slowly walks over and sits nearby, silent, calm, just being there. She saw her old self in his frightened eyes, and knew what he needed wasn't noise, but presence. Building trust. Day by day, Misty returns to the kitten. At first, he just peeks. Then he steps forward. Eventually, he curls beside her, finally purring. The shelter names him Shadow, because he's always following Misty now. In her shadow, he found safety. In her silence, he found strength. Shadow's first brave act, says a scared puppy, arrives at the shelter, shaking in a corner. Just like Misty once did, Shadow walks over and curls beside him. The puppy calms down. The volunteers smile. Misty watches from across the room, proud. Shadow had learned from the best, and now he was ready to be someone's light. A new chapter begins. Shadow gets adopted by a quiet boy who was nervous around animals. Their bond is instant. The boy smiles, and so does Shadow. Misty and her human watch as they leave the shelter. The ones we save often save others. That's the magic of 4 paw friends. Rescue, heal, inspire the next heart. 4 paw friends. If you like, please like, share, and subscribe to support our channel.